Good evening, everyone. Today we are discussing about today CBSE has circulated very important document about senior secondary school curriculum 2024 and 25, and especially the changes about the secondary school curriculum onwards 24-25, and as well as senior secondary school curriculum. Today we are going to discuss about secondary school curriculum 2024, how you are going to approach for the next academic session, which will begin from 1st April or 2nd April, irrespective of the school's own criteria. So here you can see that we are going to, because a few of the points already you know about the points about the CBSE curriculum, salient features of the CBSE secondary school curriculum, all those things almost we know about this. So I am not going to going for the detailing of those things, because promote of the 22nd century school life skills like life skill, financial literacy, digital literacy, already we are following all those curriculums. Integrated innovation pedagogy, there is sports and art integrated learning, toy based pedagogy, storytelling, gamification, all are included in our curriculum. But which we are going to today whatever which we are going to discuss about, very important point about the secondary curriculum that will be providing with subjects including language. Here you can see language, mathematics, science and social science. Now after that we will be discussing about the subject, very important about the subject. Here you can see the changes. Language 1 subject, language 2 will be the subject, that is compulsory, nature is compulsory, and there will be social science. And number 4 there will be mathematics, number 5 there will be science, that is general science. That all will be included in the compulsory list. Now we are coming to the number 6, that is skill based subject or elective subject, that is optional. One optional must be taken, but here from 2024 and 25 CBSE also introducing another thing, that that they are going to introduce another thing about the introduction of the third language formula. What is the third language formula? And we are going to discuss about the third language formula now onwards. Just wait a minute. Yes, so that is the language 3, that is optional. Number 8, that is health and physical education, which is compulsory subject with school based internal assessment, work experience and art education. Already these are the subjects already are there from previous way. So what are the language? Social science, we know about the language and the social science, 38 languages are there. And social science, the geography, history, economics and political science will be included in the social science. And after that, science will include biology, chemistry and physics. Now after we are coming to the concept about the mathematics, we know about the mathematics, the part of the mathematics that has been discussed over there. Skill subject, we know about the skill subject. In 12 there are 12 modules in class 6 to 8, and in secondary classes board is offering a few of the NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework. NSQF subjects are there, that is retail, information technology, marketing, banking, finance and AI, etc. They can choose, the students can choose from there all those subjects. Now CBSE is actively facilitating the skill hubs initiative and organizing of national credit framework. Now art education, that is also included from the earlier end. Health and physical education, that is already there, health and physical and work experience. Now integrating all areas of the learning, integrating and how you are going to implementation of the curriculum. They are they have given some of the planning about how you are going to implement the school curriculum. So there should be a school curriculum committee, pedagogy, leadership. So all those things already are there, but few of the changes. Now we are talking about the few of the changes which very important about that. Now, pedagogical practice of the teachers, already we know about those things, and competency based learning. There are several webinar CBSE has conducted, and other parts of the lesson plan and unit plan. How you are going for the specific lesson plan, the specific learning outcome will be there. Pedagogical strategy will be there. Group activities and experiments or hand-on learning, interdisciplinary linkage, gender sensitivity, resource including ICT. So they are giving more importance to ICT. Assessment items for measuring the attainment of learning outcome, feedback and remedial teaching plan, and inclusive practice, classroom environment. So everything has been included from earlier basis. And creating the cross curricular linkage, very important about the cross curricular linkage, that mathematical data, suppose mathematical data will be included with geography or the science, how that all subject wise that some of the parts can be included or can be linked with other subjects also. So that has been discussed. And art education and art integration, that is a very important part about the CBSE curriculum. 21st century skill, that is also very important. You know about the learning skill that is included in critical thinking, creativity, communication, collaboration. Literary skill include information literacy. So life skills are there, flexibility, leadership. So everything also we have gone through all those things. Now very, very important about the scheme of studies, very important about the scheme of studies. Now students therefore should take only those subjects in class 9 which they intend to continue in class 10. Subjects are offered. Which of the subjects they are offering? That is language. Here you can see the language, Hindi or English. English, there will be Hindi, there will be two Hindi language course will be there. One is Hindi course A and course B for English. English literature and language and literature can be taken, or English communicative will be taken. That will be the compulsory list. And language, anyone from the group of languages, several 38 languages are there, so you can take any of the languages. Number 3 is mathematics, basic mathematics and standard mathematics, science, general science, skill subject. Language 3, very important about the language 3, that I will discuss later. Now the board of the examination, the mathematics is held in 2 levels in class 10. However, it is not to be applicable to the internal assessment done in mathematics at the school level in class 10. For detail, please refer. Already 2019 it has referred about the 2 level, that is standard and standard mathematics. Now also applied mathematics has been introduced in class 11. So those who will be taking the standard mathematics, they will standard and basic. Those who are taking basic mathematics, they can apply for the applied mathematics later. But if a student, very important about this, if a student fails any of the 3 compulsory subjects, what are the compulsory subjects? Science, mathematics and social science, and passes the skill subject offered for optional, then that subject will be replaced by the skill subjects, and the result of the class 10 board examination will be computed accordingly. That means the CBSE has given the choice. If some students would not pass the exam pass those papers like science, mathematics or social science, any of the paper, and they have passed in the skill subject, so that means the skill subject will be replaced, or the subjects that the students has failed will be replaced by the skill subject. Very important. Number 3, very important, if a student fails in any language subject out of the first 5 subjects, the same will be replaced by the language taken as 6th subject. Very important about the 6th or 7th subject. That means language 3 can be taken as the seventh subject. Language 3 can be taken as a seventh subject, and provided that he and she should pass this language after replacement, either Hindi or English remain as past language in the first 5 subjects. That means, I repeat that if a student fails in any language subjects, 2 languages you need to take, that is first language and second language. If the students will fail in the first language, and if he has taken the 7th subject as the third language, and if he has passed the 7th subject of the third language, then he can also be passed. It is expected that the student should have 3 language up to 8. Very important about the 3 language formula. Those students who could clear the third language in class 8 have been promoted to class 9 shall be examined by the concerned school at the end of the class 9 in the same syllabus and textbook prescribed for class 8. Those who are still unable to clear the third language at the level of 9 may be given another opportunity in class 10. No student shall be eligible to appear in the secondary examination of the board at the end of the class 10 unless she or she pass the third language. That means he needs to pass the third language from the class 8 onwards. Very important about that, CWSN are exempted from the study of the third language. CWSN candidate, they are exempted from the third language. Now number 5, the either Hindi or English must be the 2 languages to be studied in the class 9-10. Hindi, English, already I have discussed about that, English language and literature. Now, students offering additional 6 skill subject may offer an additional language 3 or any subject as 7th subject. Now the 7th subject formula has been introduced. Previously they have taken, the students have to take 1 skill subject and as an optional. Now they can take 2 subjects as optional. If they want to take the 7th subject as optional, they can take, and it has given him their opportunity. If the student will fail in any of the language and he will pass the third language, then he can be called the pass because he has passed the third language. So that is the third language formula. This is all about the third language formula. Out of the 3 subject, computer, we know about that, computer application, information technology and AI, only 1 can be offered. No, 2 cannot be offered. So all those things are, we know about those things. For regional languages, boards, prescribed textbook being followed in class 9 and 10 in the respective state boards where the language is taught. School are also advised to bring the notice of the CBSE of the changes. Now we are coming to the scheme of studies. Already I have discussed about the scheme of studies. That is compulsory. Number 1, language Hindi, either Hindi or English. English. Number 2, a language from group L, any of the subject from A1, A2 or group S except automotive. And number 3, you know about those things, any of the subject, that is math, general science or science and social science. Now we are coming to the formula of 6th and 7th subject. 6 subject should be the skill subject and 7th subject will be the language 3. If one student can take language 3 or third language formula, he or she can take the third language formula. List of the subject offered here, it has been discussed about. Thoroughly it has been discussed. Compulsory subject, these are the compulsory subject: mathematics standard or mathematics math, anyone. Theory it will be 80, time limit 3 hours, internal 20. Science 80, 3 hours, internal 20. Social science same, 80, 3 hours and internal 20. Now other subjects, these are the other subjects from the group A. Other subjects mean Karnataka music. So you know about that, no changes are there. There is no changes, already skill subject we know. There is no other changes in the skill subject. Already we know about the skill subject from the middle school, how they are offered. The CBSE has offered the skill subject. What is the marks of the theory? What is the marks of the practical? Everything has been given over there. Now Instructional time, very important about this. Instructional time shall be the subject related. School must ensure that minimum number of hours are spent for each subject. Very important here that the time duration of the subjects has been clearly indicated in the syllabus of each subject. However, it is expected the school will create an innovative timetable such as teaching learning only 2 or 3 subjects per day. Very important about this, because timetable is very crucial for all of the schools, and whenever they are going to make the timetable, teaching learning or 2 or 3 subjects per day will be given, because to ensure that the burden of the bag and the homework are substantially reduced. Now a medium of the instruction that all has been given over there. Now we are coming to the structural of the assessment scheme. What are the structural? 80 marks examination will be there for the board, and students have to pass 33% in total in each of such component. We know about the no changes are there. There will be no changes. Already we know about these things already. I am not going to discuss about those things. Now we are coming to the very important about the internal assessment of 20 marks. How we are progressing about the internal assessment, because many of the schools and many of the teachers, they don't know about how we are going to make or frame 20 marks, how we are going to allot the 20 marks. In each and every allotment should be should be advised by CBSE. What is the periodic assessment? Because you have taken periodic assessment, frequent assessment should be taken, and from that periodic assessment, as earlier, there would be a restricted to 3 in each subject in a year, and the average of best of 2 would be taken in the final submission of the marks. Very important. Periodic test, because if you have taken 3 periodic tests, that means best of 2 marks will be awarded from the periodic test out of 5. Now we are coming to the multiple assessment, because many times I have seen, or I have also got a call from the various subject teachers. They don't know about the multiple assessment, or they are very confusing about the multiple assessment when they will be awarding the marks during the time of the board examination. Over the course, the curriculum transaction multiple assessment strategies are advised. Subject teachers who determine the type of the frequency. Schools or teachers would be able to use multiple or diverse assessment techniques to assess learners. What are the assessment? It is not the examination, it is the assessment. What are the assessment? That is observation, oral test, individual or group work, class discussion, field work, concept mapping, graphic, visual representation. All will be in the multiple assessment. That means multiple assessed, because the students will be assessed in multiple ways. These are the ways that students have been assessed. With the self and peer assessment and collaborative projects will be there, experimentation will be there, classroom demonstration will be there, and caution must be exercised to that recording such assessment is not cumbersome and can be easily translated into individual student scores. When choosing a particular technique, developing simple scoring criteria and rubrics becomes equally important. The purpose of the periodic assessment is to provide feedback. Now we are coming to the portfolio. I think that most of the teachers, most of the schools, whether they are following or not, but I know that a few of the schools are very confused about the portfolios. What are the portfolios? The portfolios help the students gain an awareness of their own learning, how they are learning with the self-assessment. The active role of the self-assessment not only motivates them but also help to develop the metacognitive skills. So creation of the portfolio. What are the creation of the portfolio? How you are going to create the portfolios? The portfolios may take the form of a journal or notebook that would include students' artifacts selected along with their reflections. Learners here is an active participant. The attention should be to promote techniques such as annotation, identification of the keywords, topic themes, summarization, organization of the idea, content, photos, presentation. Many things are there according to the portfolios. Now, how you are assessing the portfolios? Students' portfolio can be effectively evaluated using a simple scoring rubrics. The rubrics also have been given. These are the things, elements to judge the student's portfolio. How you are judging the student's portfolio: organization, neatness, creativity, visual appeal. 1 point. Second point, completion of guided work focused on specific curriculum objectives, evidence of students growth and inclusion of relevant work. That means if the students will be given any project or any other things, how the neatness and the creativity with the project will be, how and when he will be completing that particular project, and evidence of the growth, whether he has done in his own or not, and the inclusion of the relevant work. When there will be a project, how the content will be there. So on the basis of those elements, you are making the portfolio of the students. So it is very clear from the point of view of the CBSE. Subject enrichment activities, we know about the subject enrichment. During the subject enrichment, the student should be given the practical work in science and mathematics. Speaking skill will be tested, listening skill will be tested in the language. And the focus, what is will be the focus? The focus will be, if there will be a lab experimentation will be there, hypothesis or experimentation, innovation, all will be. If there will be a social science, then a subject related matter, social contest, activity, project, everything will be included there. Everything will be included in the subject enrichment activities, and those subject enrichment activity will continue throughout the year by the students and under the strict monitoring of the teachers. Now, art education, we know about the art education. Few of the art education education forms have been given. That is drawing, painting, murals, collage, crafts, performing arts like dance, music, drama, puppetry, folk and art, health, HP, health and physical education. That is sports, self-defense, yoga, NCC, all will be included over there. So already we have all those things. Assessment of art education and health and physical education, already we have doing all those things. Now the parameter of the assessment, while the students are engaged in the core areas like health and physical education or art education, the process is as important as the product. So the basis of the assessment have been suggested below. What are the assessment suggested below? That if there will be the health and physical education, the product will be overall fitness, and what will be the process? Participation, team spirit, commitment, and honest effort. On the basis of those criteria, the students will be assessed. Art education, expression, creativity, aesthetic appeal. In what basis, in what process it will be assessed? The participation, creative process, material use, appreciation, reflection, effort, craftsmanship, and completion. That will be the effective. It will be the effective. And how the 5 points grading system in the art education, that is given A to E. And distribution of the periods. What are the periods we will be allotting? Very important about whenever we are making the timetable, very important, very particular about giving them the opportunity for the games. 90 periods it has been given. Health and fitness, 50 periods will be given. Sheva, 50 periods will be given, and health activity card should be there. So these are the development criteria. Now we are coming to the competency throughout the students' enrichment activity. What are the activity the student should be engaged in the school? The students' enrichment activity, that is storytelling competition, reading week, budding author, fasted reading. So those are the activities that would enhance the skill of the students: thinking skill, creative, analytical, evaluative skill, communication skill, linguistic skill. And now we are coming to Aryabhatta Ganit Challenge, CBSE Heritage India Quiz, science exhibition, science literary promotion test, expression series, इको क्लब एक्टिविटी, स्वच्छता अभियान, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस, इंटर स्कूल कॉम्पिटिशन, फिट इंडिया वीक, CBSE इंटर स्कूल स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी, इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ योगा, मातृभाषा दिवस. So all the constitution, the art integration project, Not only that, how they are going to perform is, suppose they in the constitution, the importance of the constitution, its history, structure, that will be that will be the criteria that they will be discussing about the fundamental rights. And during the time of the art integrated project, how many art integrated project will be given, in the multidisciplinary linkage should be there. So all those things suggested by the CBSE. And last but not the least, the suggestion for teachers. What are the suggestions for the teachers? That teachers may regularly visit CBSE website for latest updates and must participate 50 hours of annual capacity building program. Very important. We know about that, how much efforts or how much importance have been given by the CBSE for CBP. See high expectation to motivate and challenge the students. Carefully go through the circular aim. So regularly the students should visit the CBSE academics or the CBSE website, the main website and the academics website, because many changes they have been circulating. Analyzes the need of the students, innovation will be there. Follow the inclusive practice of the students, lead by example of demonstrating the constitutional values, help the principal in formulating annual pedagogy plan, set homework as per directives of the CBSE, study assessment framework, provide the students regular feedback, use effective classroom management skill, treat students with dignity, like they should know about RTE, POSCO, CBSE affiliation. All those things will be included in this particular way. So very important circular. I have discussed few of the points which is very important. Please go through the circular once, because otherwise you could not get the idea what are the changes will be coming from the secondary level from 2024 and 25. So thank you everyone. I'll be coming with another video for you. Thank you everyone.